you be there when you listen to me cry. But I don't know, I'm really busy now. I want you to trust me, but I won't come around. I made it look like I tried, not hard enough. I'm so bad at trying to be good for you. I don't even look at you when I know I'm gonna break your heart. I'm so bad that I don't even notice it when I give you empty promises. It's like I know I'm gonna break your heart. Yeah, I'm so bad. So give up on me, I'll set you free. Put my mind at ease. So bad. Give up on me, I'm not good for you. It's not hard to see. You've been moving on. I told you good for you. Now that you're gone, I don't feel so good. Can you please come back just to tuck me in? Promise I'll be interested in all of your things. I made it look like I tried, not hard enough. I'm so bad at trying to be good for you. I don't even look at you when I know I'm gonna break your heart. I'm so bad that I don't even notice it when I give you empty promises. It's like I know I'm gonna break your heart. Yeah, I'm so bad. So give up on me, I'll set you free. I'm so bad. Give up on me, I'm not good for you. It's not hard to see. I don't know how'd you go on without you? 'Cause my soul needs a hold of you. I'm so bad at trying to be good for you. I don't even look at you when I know I'm gonna break your heart. I'm so bad that I don't even notice it when I give you empty promises. It's like I know I'm gonna break your heart. Yeah, I'm so bad. So give up on me, I'll set you free. I'm so bad. Give up on me, I'm not good for you. It's not hard to see. So give up on me, I'll set you free. I'm so bad. Give up on me, I'm not good for you. It's not hard to see.
Hey, what's up, people? We gotta get into some DLF stuff, but before I do that, um, welcome back, I guess. Lots been happening and whatnot. I haven't been on this in a while. So, Fish, the free alien abduction. What's up, long time? My apologies. Shit has been happening. I've been busy. Lots of stuff to do, but I'm back. So we're gonna get into some DLF stuff. Typically, one thing I forgot. I forgot to play the videos of the ads. Maybe I will think about maybe in the near future. I don't know, doing Rumble Premium or is it called ad free or something like that, right? Well, maybe, but I've kind of been dumbing down like even screen words, not exactly uh, paying for premium streamers, which I think is like hundreds of dollars, are just completely ridiculous. Unless you blacked DLF, he doesn't even know what that even means, like being blacked. And this is coming from a guy. My audio is a little bit bubbly. Let me check which mic. Tonor mic. Okay. Is it better now? Okay, 1 second. Let me mute. All right. How's it now? Sup, Skywalker OG. Should be better now because my microphone was next to my computer. Might be vibrations like touching my computer. Laying 12 inches of BBC into DLF's bussy. You gotta explain that, Cipher. You can't use terms like BBC. Is that like British Broadcasting Corporation? And what's a bussy? Is that when you're busy, but you just, you put two S's instead of one S? Why would I put 12 inches of British Broadcasting Corporation into DLF's busy? Sounds way better now. Okay, great. So it was that. It was particular vibrations and sounds coming from my laptop. We're gonna get into this. Uh, he ate a whole tray of wheat butter. Okay, so if you don't know, maybe this is where I should start. I should start off with the email. So DLF emailed me like 2 weeks ago, wanting to know if I'm okay. And of course, he has to slang in the N word, right? You know what? We need to go over this Jacob Brower guy. Like, Jesus, like this Jacob Brower is. I don't know who's doing that, but we're gonna have to go over that. So M. Constantino, here we go. He's planning a trip to NYC again, he says. Okay, I might have to screen. I'm gonna have to probably blur this later, but it's okay for now. It's not like I'm making any money on here, am I? I'm still kind of sick, still stuffy. I think I might was at the cusp of not being able to get reinfected to being able to get reinfected, and I probably got reinfected. If you don't know what I mean we can go over some stuff. All right, so Mr. DLF says, "Yo, N word, you dead? You know I got my creature comforts job back, got my computer back, paid off Mama Scrunch. I'm planning on a trip to NYC again. Cool. So we're gonna start from there. When was this again? This was like middle of June. So we're gonna get back into DLF. He's got his how the hell did he get his creature comforts job back? Because that's like a whole other thing we're gonna have to get into. I'm telling you, folks. Telling you, people. Let's go.
Alright, Keys. It's Dragon Lord Frodo. Oh my fucking god. Last night was fucked up. Last night was just fucked up. So before I went to work yesterday,
Had creature comforts.
I ate an entire tray, one it is, of enchiladas I made. They had weed butter all over them. Like I had some of that green enchilada sauce.
Did he gain
I
weight?
got it from the
Yeah, he looks like he gained weight. He be eating good. He be getting that N-word money, as he calls it, right?
the food pantry. And I put I put like a little piece of weed butter in that.
He ate a tray of
And
enchiladas, yeah. Is he stealing people's lunches again?
mix that around, let it like melt into the sauce. And then I each enchilada's got a piece of butter in it.
Okay. What does he think?
And then
What does he think about Foodie Beauty being in goddamn Syria of all places? Like Jesus, I never expected that.
each one got the butter in it and some of the enchilada sauce into the each one, and then the enchilada sauce on top with the cheese. I ate a whole trace, like three of them, three enchiladas.
Mm-hmm.
And I,
Foodie Beauty 5-time cat abandoner champion, indeed. So we got which cats are we counting?
I
Because are we still counting Julia? Because isn't Julia in Syria as well?
was fucked up. You know, I was so
Actually,
fucked
6.
up last night. I went to work and I was so fucked up. I was moving around so fucking slow. I was like, fuck it. Today's gonna be a lazy day. I don't give a shit. You know, we need a fucking lazy day. You know. So we all just wanna fucking get ready for the fucking
Oh
weekends.
yeah, you're right. There is Bruce. So you have Timbit, BBJ, Sam, Julia, Bruce, Smokey. Yeah, Bruce
So
Lee.
it's just I don't really care this
Oh my god, the baby era with the cat butter. Like I hate when people do that with animals, not take care of them and use them as if they're just, parts of
week, to be
a
honest.
show.
At work. And I don't know, I did a half job. I don't give a shit. Sometimes I just need to fucking fall off. But I was so fucking stoned.
Not a hamster. Remember, there was two. There was supposed to be Dumb and Dumber. What was it? Harry and what's the female from like Dumb and Dumber? Remember, she got two, and she brought the female hamster back, and the male hamster died, and they buried it at the beach.
At work
Yeah, she kept one.
that I
Yeah,
couldn't even get out to the
yeah,
bus
Mary.
in time. Okay? So I ended up getting out a little late and missing the first bus, which is fine. Because like that just means I had to go. I had to take the late bus, you know. So I ended up stopping. So I'm like, you know what? You know what? Since I have to sit here, you know what it was like. You know what I said? It's like since I have to sit here and fucking wait for my bus. Since I have to sit here for another hour and wait for my bus, you know what? Fuck it. I'm stopping for a slice of pizza.
I mean, that's pretty cool. Hey, did I ever tell you guys the stories of me like working late at night? I used to work at this one place. It was this meat processing factory. And what we had to do was when people finished and left, which was like pretty late at nights, like third shift type of time, we'd have to like use high pressured hot water to hose down all the machinery. And there were certain areas that needed to be done, of course, because if we didn't do it properly, then all that little pieces of meat would go bad, and then it will be put in your food. So there was this one guy that would always come by and check that the guys that were doing the cleaning were doing it properly, because they were hiring people on a temporary basis, which is one of the things I hate. I hate that now it's like all part-time work or contractor work. So to deny you of the benefits you're actually due at a job, and where they can easily tell you not to come back, right? So that place, man, I remember we get off either if we're fast enough or there wasn't any problems, maybe 2, 3 a.m. If there were problems, there would be 4 or 5 a.m. Now, this is me, in my later teens, and I didn't have a car back then. So you'd have to like wait until the bus started running. So it would be like staying at the Timmy's, or if you really wanted to, you could maybe walk home, but I would never advise it. But yeah, those were some crazy times. Or one guy had a car, so maybe if he felt like it, he'd sometimes, and if he was working, he'd sometimes like just drop you home.
I don't give a shit.
You're surprised? Well, I wasn't the lead guy. I wasn't the lead guy that would be hosing down all of, like the meat machines and seeing shit up close. I was the guy that had to like um the open equipment, like the buckets and whatnot. I'd have to hose those down and make sure I hose the floors to and all the scraps and stuff towards the drains. That was my job.
I'm stopping for 2 slices of pizza.
So I stopped for pizza.
So I stopped at this pizzeria. So I stopped at this pizzeria in Tonawanda called JT's Pizzeria. I went in there. I got me 2 slices. I got me 2 slices and a blue cheese. You know what I really want to get? I really want to get a sub today. I don't know. I
As
have
many.
not had a sub in so fucking long.
Uh, but you know how they say never work where you love to eat? Yeah, that is a huge thing. Like, I remember at this one guy I used to work with, whenever we get hungry, guys would be like, "Hey, let's go to the KFC, or we'll go to like Burger King." The guy would be like, "Nope." He's like, "I worked at KFC. I'm never eating there." The types of shit I've seen people do, which is a thing. It's like I hate to break it to you, but in certain places it's still happening, like in the Sioux, but especially in Thunder Bay, there's this thing where it's gross. I only heard about this when I was closer to like the Native Canadian reserves. Maybe I shouldn't even tell that story, but I think it's like disgusting what certain people do to other types of people just because they're not like you. But yeah, this one guy will be like, "I will never eat at KFC because I worked at KFC." Okay, so I was in Espanola, Ontario. You probably don't know where that is, but that's pretty much at the cusp of getting onto the biggest freshwater island in the world, which is Manitoulin Island. So we were in Espanola and we wanted to go eat somewhere. And this one guy, I think there was a KFC there. Let me make sure I got my whole thing right. But there was talk about KFC, and this guy was like, "Yeah, well, they in this type of area close to like where a lot of natives are, they'll like give a thing called Indian chicken." And I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" They're like, "Oh, that's when you will kind of intentionally drop shit on the floor and shit like that, and still serve it out." I'm like, "That's fucked, man." Was it Espanola? It was Espanola. I just checked. There's a KFC there, so this is where it was. And he's like, "This is why I will never eat at KFC." And I'm like, I'm with a crew of like native guys, which I mean, like three of these guys don't even look like they're native because they're like half native and European. So one guy had like blue eyes and dirty blonde hair. The other guy had like green eyes and light brown hair. Another person, female, dirty blonde hair with like greenish bluish eyes. So completely not exactly looking native Canadian like the typical because they're mixed. But like this story really got to me, and I always remember it because I'm like, seriously, they do that? They're like, yeah, and they call it like Indian chicken is like when they fuck with your food and then they still feed it to you. I'm like, that's screwed.
Ugh.
Yeah, Thunder Bay is racist.
I think
That's
I
why I
want a
brought it up,
sub
the whole Thunder
today.
Bay thing.
I really want a sub. Sub!
Like I said, he has the money for it.
So, I went to this pizza place called JT's. I got 2 slices of pizza and a blue cheese. And I was just sitting there eating it. I was like,
Thunder Bay is like the South. It is.
Then I
Some
go,
crazy shit happening there. It's always in the news.
I go to the fucking Elmwood. So I had to walk from work to the bus stop on Elmwood and Sheridan. I just had to sit there. And that was my punishment. That was my punishment for getting high at work.
Yikes, man. I gotta check how far Creature Comforts is from his job, from his where he lives in Elmwood. Fish says my nephew in Vancouver is Filipino, First Nation, Scottish. Cool. Very eclectic mix.
So,
His punishment was walking because stuff happened, and the buses don't really run that frequently where Creature Comforts is. I don't know. Maybe you could. I don't know. There has to be a few people working with him that would give him a ride, but then again, they kind of do have that experience where they think he's weird from the last time he was working there. And how the hell did he get his job back when this man literally was talking so much shit about the place? How? Maybe they don't watch his
there you
YouTube
go.
videos.
It's like, hey, you want to get high at work? Fuck you.
What's up, Luke? How you doing?
It's like, hey, you want to get high at work? Hey, anything that happens to you, that's your problem. You take responsibility. Well, me having to sit there for an extra hour at the bus stop last night was me taking responsibility. I got home.
Cool, Luke. You're at your granddad's birthday party. Happy birthday to your granddad. That's amazing.
I went right to fucking sleep. I just went and just fucking passed out.
Cool, Fish. That's really kind of
I
you.
got home at like 11:30 last night. I went to sleep. I didn't get out. I didn't get up till like 9 in the morning.
Party drink
Uh
numero
oh.
uno.
If you do the darker tequilas, they're much better for you than the lighter. Tequila C margarita.
I did
What
not
the hell
know
is?
that.
I never
The darker tequilas are better for you than lighter ones. Okay.
do that. I usually get up at like fucking 3 in the morning.
Well, I mean, he could always hitchhike, but even as a bigger guy, hitchhiking can kind of be scary. You never know what kind of shit people truly want to do to you because it's not like back in the days where everyone's cool and kind.
I'm still fucking high. I'm not doing any weed today. I'm already high I'm still high from yesterday. So I'm riding it out. But yeah, I really want a sub today. And I'm just like, and the thing is that I really don't remember a lot of what happened last night. Is that a bad thing? Hey, Mom, I'm blacking out again.
Oh my God. If he says I'm blacking out, that's a whole different thing than saying you got blacked. Getting blacked is completely different than blacking out. He should know that. He watches enough porn.
Lynn, he's blacking out on his drugs again. You can't handle your drugs, but you can handle your meth.
Fish, you're like you don't even know what getting blacked means. Oh my God, Fish, you're so innocent. Am I gonna corrupt you now? Getting blacked is like a common term used in like prawn, where you it's like a it could be like the like typical blonde chick, and then there's a whole bunch of guys just surrounding her, and she gets blacked by them. He was watching the Sinful Dwarf on stream. Is that like a prawn?
Anyway.
What the hell? No, it's a horror slasher.
Mike, you realize you're on.
Jesus Christ, my mind just went into the gutter. The Sinful Dwarf. I'm like, I won't even tell the dwarf story. Or maybe I should tell the dwarf story. Okay, I'll tell the dwarf story. So, the reason why my mind got so in the gutter about the Sinful Dwarf, thinking it's some sort of like prawn, is because I used to work at this hospital, and there was this little person that would constantly come in, and the nurses would always whisper to each other and gossip. So then typically I mind my mo effing business, but this time I didn't because I was super curious. It was happening way too much. So then I asked, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that is the one that is a SEX worker, and she would do all sorts of stuff and is constantly pregnant all the time, and then she would come in and have a lot of complications, and then she'd leave, and then she'll come back, and she's pregnant again."
Heavier drugs than those potheads at school, right? Mike, you realize you're on heavier drugs than fucking Scott, right? Oh, but I smoke a joint, and my dad's like, "You can't handle your drugs." Oh, Mike, we want you on your back.
What is he talking about? We're gonna go forward. We're not doing a drug induced rants on here, DLF. While you're in your red, was this for Canada Day? You think he was really doing this
Is that what they do?
for Canada Day? Why is it?
When you try doing harder drugs. The only thing I really graduated to with the drugs was probably just like from weed to shrooms. And even the doing that's kind of debatable as graduating. Because some people actually think that doing shrooms is actually a safer drug than weed. I think the the only thing that's really dangerous about doing shrooms is like I think it's like if you don't know what you're doing, like you could hurt yourself.
Yes, that's true.
Like I could see somebody just like getting all fucked up and like I don't see somebody like jumping out a window, but you know I can see like it makes you move. Like the mushrooms, like if you try walking on mushrooms, they're like it's kind of it makes walking kind of weird.
Oh damn! You seen the edge of his couch? I guess Willie has been doing a number on the cum stain.
So like I can see some.
Wait a second. Let me go forward a little bit. He's gonna come back soon. Maybe like right here. Let's go.
So I don't know, maybe I'll do a trip for Columbus Day. Like it gives me like an extra weekend day, you know.
So he's planning a trip to NYC, is what he says. Let me go back a bit. Let me see if he talks about it right
like
here.
on a weekend or something.
Can you imagine?
Or on a day that I'm not working, so we can have like a weekend where like we can pick a day that's like a holiday that like we all have off that day. So I'm thinking maybe.
What's up, Bally? How's it going?
I don't know.
He matches boxers to his shirt. Very matchy. Hopefully the cum stains in his boxers also match the cum stains on his shirt. You know, from
pick a
beating
day,
off.
maybe like Columbus Day or something. Pick a holiday that like we have off, but like nobody. No, we don't like travel for, you know, like people like for like Thanksgiving, you know, like for Thanksgiving, people like to travel for Thanksgiving for like family and shit like that. Well, we gotta find a fucking.
Holy shit, Thanksgiving is around the corner again. Well, more so for Canadians, it's in October, right? Americans, November. I can't believe it's literally the day after July the 4th. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, I just have 2 more months of summer? Because, you know, officially, summer is unofficially over once early September hits, right? It's just done.
Find a holiday where we don't travel. Like people don't really travel for Columbus Day, you know. So I don't know, maybe I'll do a trip for Columbus Day. And like it gives me like an extra weekend day, you know.
So October 13th, 2025, Columbus Day. Cool. The whole year is over. Well, we are in the second half of the year. I can't believe it. Just the other day, it was February. Then it was March. Then it was April. And I was in Montreal fighting with S-Jam.
Really?
After he named his monkey that's actually a gorilla after me. Very S-Jam of S-Jam to do that. By the way, if DLF can find a job, so can you, S-Jam. S-Jam needs to find a job. You know what he should do? Oh my god, maybe I shouldn't do that. Say get his smart serve license. Can you imagine S-Jam doing smart serve? Jesus. That would be hell. Speaking of smart serve, I actually do have my smart serve license. Hasn't S-Jam had more jobs this year than people in a lifetime? He has.
So I had to go out on my balcony.
He quit one job, left his apartment, and got his payout of a couple $1,000. And then he got another job, but he says they were dangerous. So he got hurt and he left that job. Then he got another job, but then they said that close to his house, but they let him go for some reason. He was smart, serve himself. He probably would. Can you imagine the types of shit that he would do?
And water my marijuanas.
My God, look at that. What the hell's ripped? Is that his shirt that's ripped? It is his shirt that's ripped.
Hey, hey, you want to see how my marijuanas look?
Cool, Luke. I wish I was there, but I'm not. I'd love some barbecue right now. So what is he getting? Oh my God.
No.
He has a plant. Are you allowed plants in Buffalo? I keep forgetting which state allows
Willie,
what.
this is for adult use only. Here's what my marijuana. Here's what my marijuanas look like.
My God.
Willie.
You can. In New York State, it says you can grow up to 6 cannabis plants.
Willie, no. No.
Look at him when he's grow up.
Willie, no.
He thinks he's so. I don't know. He thinks he's super cool with his marijuana plants, man. You are so cool, dude. Look at them weed plants, man. Look at that, so
No,
cool.
Willie, no. Get away. Get away from my marijuana.
So Bali should try potato salad with pineapples. Sure. We'll do that.
That shit.
Party drink
I
numero
can't
uno.
believe
You
DLF
do
has
the
been
darker
growing
tequilas,
it. But
much
does
better
he
for you
even
than the
know
lighter.
how
Tequila, sea,
to
margarita.
like make sure he has maximum bud? Because you gotta have a technique. You can't just be growing plants because if your shit gets fertilized, you're screwed, right?
Whoa, Willie.
Like taller and wider than
Will.
him. Yeah, have you seen those plants? Like this one huge tree-like thing is actually just one marijuana plant. Like I've seen that in this documentary about guys that grow 6 plants in California, but each plant is literally like a super thick tree. It's crazy.
Mike, that's pot.
He isn't even trimming it right. Look at that. Why is your leaves
Look, Ma.
why is his leaf turning yellow and he's not taking that shit off? Like the plant's giving energy to that shit. Cut it off.
Lynn, he's growing drugs again. Hey, look, Mom, look what I'm growing. I'm growing marijuana. Hey, look. Ow. Hey, Ma, you like the way I'm growing marijuana?
Cool, DLF. You're completely so cool. What a guy.
I only do drugs that I can grow myself.
Do you guys remember when he tried growing the shrooms and it wasn't turning out right? I think something happened with his pressure cooker. You should just have a whole room just like filled with plants, right? Complete badass right there. Should show us with his like jeans vest on.
What the fuck?
I am, right, fish? Mike can only grow shrooms on the couch. The amount was he doing now?
All right. Oh my fucking god. All right. Anyway, so he showed off my marijuana.
My God, this
This
man looks literally 13 months pregnant.
Dragon Lord Frodo, and I approve this message. Thanks in advance for watching this.
All right, we're gonna move on. What else do we have here? We got some more DLF. What is he saying? I don't know. We're just gonna watch it. Is Barf and Baloney Arm the new power couple? Okay, cool. We're gonna watch this one cause we can. Let's go.
Hey kiddos, it's Dragon Lord Frodo.
You were not
And I'm all
wrong.
stony baloney right now. There's a few things we gotta get to. But I am getting ready for work, and I'm stoned. And honestly, I really don't feel like going to work today. I really.
Why would you get ready for work while stoned and tell everybody that you are stoned while getting ready for work? You cannot keep that a secret there. This is your second chance to creature comforts, DLF. You don't want to screw it up.
Oh my god, it was bad last night. It was so hot at work. I was like, You ever get like that? You ever get to that point where you're just like, Anyway, I had an Uber it yesterday because I was just I'm so fucking sweaty.
Facts be free.
Just
Another
like,
trip to the J
and
block.
it was like, it was just all hot and humid. And then it started raining. It started getting, you know what it does? You know what it means when it's like real muggy? It's just all like, it's all steamy and shit.
Fish is like, I've never seen someone play with a sock so long. Fish, you know what he does to his socks? It's like a crispy sock here, a crispy sock there, crispy socks everywhere. He probably found the only uncrispy sock that he's probably gonna wear, and then he's gonna crisp it up later when he gets home.
It rains, okay? It rains, and then it gets hot, and then all that water just evaporates into the air, and then that's what makes it like hot and humid. And I was like, Jesus fucking.
What did he say? Let me look this over. I gotta see if this is scientifically correct. Excuse me.
Into the air, and then that's what makes it like hot and humid. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's like being in a fucking oven, like not an oven, but like it's like being in a fucking
Did they say that when it's hot and humid and it evaporates? I think he's mixing up certain terms because the hotter the temperature is, the more the ability of air to hold moisture. That's why we use humidity as a percentage, because there's absolute humidity and then there's our relative, right? So when if we're talking about stuff like dew point, if you don't know what dew point is when the air has so much moisture that it is 100% saturated, then you meet the dew point, which is it can't hold any more moisture. So this is why you see things such as moisture collecting at like the outsides of your like glasses or whatnot, because at that specific area it's actually getting cooled, which means it's oversaturated and it expresses itself into liquid like running down the side of your cup
a
or your glass.
sauna or a spa.
What's absolute humidity? The maximum that the air can hold at a specific temperature. There's actually values for that. But we typically don't talk about absolute humidity. We typically talk about relative humidity.
A bathhouse. What the fuck was a bathhouse? I always heard that like on like what was it like when they talk about like Jeffrey Dahmer and shit, and they say how you got guys in a bathhouse. What the fuck? What is it? You just like was that like a place you go and take a shower or something?
Yes. So different temperatures have different moisture retaining abilities. The hotter it is, the more moisture the air can hold. That's why when it's super humid, super hot and humid, uh, people don't like it, because there's a certain percentage of humidity that us human beings like, which is typically 30 to 50% is when human beings feel comfortable. So if you're going outside, that's why we feel less comfortable in very humid climates compared to drier air. Like you will see in certain areas like the Caribbean, you have drier air and it's more comfortable than the hot, humid air that you would see in typical cities in North America.
So it's basically like a gym.
Be free, you're
I just feel like
hilarious.
it's like it's just a public shower. But all like homeless people go in there or some shit. But I guess that's where like dudes go and they like fucking do gay shit. So this is what we've been getting high on today.
I had to learn fish for my job.
I mean these marijuana enchiladas. My therapist, the idiot, thinks that the reason I'm getting sick on the weed is because what if I'm smoking it, I'm smoking it on an empty stomach, and it can irritate your stomach if you smoke it on an empty stomach. So maybe I should just stick with the edibles, the butter. The butter is the best. You know why? Because then you can put it in anything. And
That's actually true. Smoking weed on an empty stomach can and will irritate the lining in your stomach, causing nausea and vomiting. So whoever told him that, it's the
the
truth.
best way to get high is just to make a meal out of it. Well,
Isn't this man supposed to be going to work? Is he like the type that gets like ready hours before? You know how some people they get ready like 5, 10, 15 minutes, like jumping around and rushing. Other people will methodically plan, like, hey, I got to eat my breakfast, so I'll do it at this time, lunch at this time, lay out my uniform or whatever I'm going to wear, make sure that, the buses are running on time, schedule and whatnot.
Lynn, he's making a meal out of his drugs again.
Is that supposed to be his dad? He's imitating his dad talking to his mom.
And then,
Oh, he's just eating, isn't he?
I don't.
He's very much like Foodie Beauty. Like, I see so many similarities.
I put wheat butter in the enchilada sauce.
Yeah, I've seen somebody do that. They arrive at work half an hour to an hour early to settle in. I'm like, damn, man, you're like never late. It will never ever be late.
So as you know, alright, so a little update. Slowly but surely I am getting my accounts back for being hacked. I'm not sure what else is out there that's I guess I'll find out. But we got my Steam back. So but as you know, in between, me getting hacked and all that, I actually got kicked off of Facebook because I was on Facebook and Instagram at the same time because I was talking sexually to like Instagram girls.
Okay, so in other words, you were talking sexually to Instagram girls. They booted you off Instagram, and for some reason, you convolute that as being hacked. Gotcha. No, that's measures to keep perverts
Like
like you, DLF.
I was trying to have a sexually charged conversation with this Down syndrome girl.
No, that's just wrong. Don't do that. I mean, it's not like he doesn't have autism. Is it okay? Let me do a vote. Is it okay if you have autism to be talking sexually to a Down syndrome girl? Because I know definitely it's not okay if I did that shit. It's fucked up. Okay, I got to do a poll. Yeah, I got to do a poll. Is it okay to talk dirty to a Down syndrome woman if you have autism? That's kind of fucked. I don't even think I should put this up. All right, we're still putting it up because I definitely couldn't do that shit.
T-shirts on Instagram. They'd be like, hey, yo, blow me. I'm just like, that's what I wrote. Like, yo, you make a good, I'm like, you want me to come inside? I was just like talking shit. And you were like, that's disgusting, Mike. She's Down syndrome. Oh, what does that mean?
OMG.
I say if she can own her own fucking business and she can, you know, get around on her own and live on her own, and you know, she can have sex.
Oh my God. I don't even know. There's so many things wrong about that. Yeah, that's a good question.
Party drink numero uno.
Because I mean, it's so sensitive and subjective, right? Because Fish is bringing up a good point. Does this mean that only Down syndrome people can date each other, or people on the spectrum? Because he is on the spectrum. It's not like he's, doesn't have his own mental health issues. So is it okay if he dates a Down syndrome lady? Plus, then again, each issue has its own spectrum, from being able or capable to like live a fairly normal life to like being severely disabled. So there's so much nuances to this.
So I ended up making a new Facebook. I made 2 new ones, and one of them I made was a female account.
You made a female account
That one got taken down though
on Facebook
because it suspected something suspicious.
Yeah, Facebook. If you've ever tried to like screw around Facebook, they're really good with like getting rid of your suck accounts. Like they just know it's you by various amount of factors. Luke, maybe you can explain this. You cocked up a bit. It's actually your aunt's birthday. Well, happy birthday to your aunt, Luke. So yeah, Facebook is really good at getting rid of your suck accounts. They just know it's you, and they'll like just block it, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we got Dragonlord Frodo in his Jimmy Boots era, phase 2, right? Jimmy Boots. You guys remember Jimmy Boots?
Facebook is fucking weird. But for a brief time, I was like keeping tabs on people in my past through this woman account. And you know the funny thing is I found Chris Lococo. I found Barf. Trying to do what the hell Barf was up to. And remember how I kept saying, you know, she works for Quartz Bar and Fact Life Industries? I got it wrong.
This man will never leave people alone. When I first started covering DLF, I knew 100% this man we're gonna interact for the rest of my life, or his. Because yeah, it was January, was it 6th or 7th of January, something like that, 2022. So it's been like 3.5 years I've been entertaining DLF, and he's been entertaining us. But I knew he will never leave me alone. He hasn't left Barfalo. How long has that been? Like 10 plus years?
The name of the place is called Fact Ars Industries, not Fact Life. I thought it was Fact Life. But I read it wrong. It's Fact Ars Industries. It's like FACT Industries. I don't know what the hell that is either. But I noticed something.
Okay, so I looked it up. Fekars Industries is a design company inspired by the TV show Father Ted. Okay, cool.
That now Barf and Crystal Coco, aka Baloney Arm, are like good friends.
That is like one of the things. I don't know. It's a telltale sign. Like if you watch Foodie Beauty, or if you watch specifically Pete's, Pete's holds his fork like that. Like they'll hold their fork awkwardly. So I know that Pete's does have autism in some form or shape, but he's very high functioning. Except when he gets in the kitchen and then he gets pissed off and angry, then he got frustrated. But I mean, that's typical as well if you have sensory and social problems. All
And
right,
I'm
the
just
poll is
like, you
still
gotta
going.
be fucking kidding me.
Oh my god, from the floor. That ain't wait, is the tray on the floor? Because I know something fell on the floor. The tray better be on the floor. Okay, it is.
Yeah, they're like writing on each other's Facebook pages and shit. So, all right. What are we exchanging? I want to know. I want to know what kind of information we're exchanging here. Since you probably know, Bar's probably keeping tabs. All right. So Barf Brandy Autumn Tree Lore Robson.
No, but I guess I do now.
She had to tell, Chris Lococo, aka Bologna, about how she had me arrested.
All right, I'm gonna go forward a little bit. So this is pretty much a stream about Baloney Arm and Barf. What else is there? Still getting ready for work.
Yeah, and then you got there fuck sitting there fucking Ash, get all pissed off with me and Bologna and go out to fucking lunch. I want to go to a Chinese buffet and fucking pig out and like look at girls' asses and shit. Let's go. Can't do that because we're not including Ash. Oh, really? So she has to. Oh my fucking god.
Is that who
Yeah,
gets
yeah. It
his?
sounds like to me it's that there is some jealousy going on. It ain't with me. It's with Ash. Like how she gets all pissed off when me and you go to a Chinese buffet. That's jealousy. You didn't include me. That's jealous. She's jealous we went to a Chinese buffet. There you go. She was jealous that we went to a Chinese buffet. This is what the whole feud is about. She was jealous because we went to a Chinese buffet. That's how you can sum up this entire fucking feud. Take Ash out of the equation, maybe we can still have baloney arm around.
Oh my god, the jealousy over the tiniest things. You went to a Chinese buffet without me. How dare you?
You know? No, it wasn't. The whole thing with that wasn't that I didn't want to have a girlfriend. The whole thing was that I didn't like Ash. I mean, she could have just picked somebody else.
All right, I'm gonna end
You
this
could have picked
poll.
somebody that everybody, you know. So you could have picked somebody all fucking, somebody that would just hang out with us and play video games and yell, "Get the chicken," and she'll be.
You know who would be a really good video game partner? Maybe Yato, aka Succulent, because he likes playing video games, right? Just hang out and whatnot. And if you missed it, he says that he likes to hang out and look at girls' asses. Happened about 5 minutes ago, but I was gonna say something about it, but then I decided not to. But that's one of DLF's prerogatives.
Yelling, "Get the chicken" louder than us. Why couldn't you get a girl like that?
I mean, if Yato wants to play video games, he has a GP 316 because GP and Hannibal used to play video games together. I mean, I want to play video games. I would love to play video games, but I have so much shit going on. I really don't have the time, and I can't in foreseeable future want to sacrifice like an hour or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 to play games. Like, if you have the time, more power to you. But like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on right now that I have to attend to, and I really just don't have the time.
Dress.
When did Yato say that? Yato didn't say it. 5 minutes ago, well, more like 7 minutes ago now, DLF said it. He likes going out and such as going to the Chinese buffet and looking at girls' asses. This is a horny guy, okay? A horny guy that freaking talks to Down syndrome women online in a dirty fashion. What the hell do you expect? You expect his room to be clean? You expect his socks to be folded? His socks are on the goddamn floor and crispy from him splooging all over into his socks, fantasizing about all these women that he's going to have. He's going to pick them up in his convertible. He's going to come on their bumpers. He's going to write dirty sexual notes to them. This is DLF, okay? We ain't watching Sunday school TV.
After we, and then it'd be like, after we fuck with Tube, I'm going to fuck your womb.
What? Yeah, remember he was coming on the bumper, the ladies from Lockport. What is he gonna do to somebody's womb? He's gonna F it.
Womb.
Okay, we're gonna watch this again. Sorry. Let's go. We're gonna go back a little bit.
Why couldn't you get a girl like that, Chris? After we, and then it'd be like, after we fuck with Tube, I'm going to fuck your womb.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, this was kind of faded. Well, then, I mean, okay. Did you play? I did not play the extra slow, and I don't know what the hell's going on with Rumble. He was doing this whole rhyming game. After we F word with tomb, he's gonna F word your womb, is what he said. What the hell is going on with this? Give me a second here, people. What the hell? Come on, play. Ah, it totally is having some issues. All right.
We're being told to buy the orange coin, but these snot-nosed kids are flipping their allowances into $50 to $300 a day with small.
Let me go back.
Party drink
I
numero
gotta
uno.
refresh it,
Dude,
which
the
means I
darker
gotta watch
tequilas are
like
much
the
better for you
ads.
than the lighter.
Oh boy, my life. Okay, so let's go. Let's go
We should
here.
be
We're gonna go here. All right, we're back.
bringing back words like broad for a woman. I was working for this broad.
Does he even know where the word broad comes from? It's actually a butcher term. When you ask for a broad, you're asking for a piece of meat with a hole in it. You can now understand why some men would use the word broad, right? Beaker, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome.
And we should be bringing back like shit like reefer.
Polls in the poll. 2/3 of you voted no to DLF talking dirty to a Down syndrome lady.
What is this, the 90s? Yeah, what the reefer? Like that guy. There were reefer bad. Remember the guy that fucking smokes weed and then he goes nuts and kills his family? That's gonna be me. Or I'm not making a threat, but that's what my dad thinks. That's what's gonna happen. You know why? Because he's fucking stupid. What's next, Mike? This? Yeah. Man. Alright. I gotta get ready for work, for real. I actually want to get going a little early. Get me going a little early. Because I want to go get some ice cream from the place down the street. Oh, I love that fucking ice cream from down the fucking.
This guy's balling. He has all this money to get ice cream, to go get pizza, all these things he couldn't get. Hopefully, he doesn't go over the hours he's supposed to work, because we don't want a part 2 of not being on your benefits.
Straight.
Him crying, him bitching that he worked too many hours.
I forget the name of the place, but it's right across. It's like right across from the Rite Aid, where the Rite Aid used to be. Yeah, they took away our Rite Aid. Now when I have to get my medication, I have to go all the way to fucking Walgreens on Delaware and North. I think it is. I should actually change that. I should actually change it to the Walgreens at Delaware and Sheridan, so that I can just pick up my medication on my way to work.
Mm-hmm.
Or coming back or something.
Oh my god. Why does that look like a camel toe on a man? You see it? Look, it looks like a camel toe when he's like that. Looks like he's got a vajayjay. That's super puffy. It's like a camel toe. That has to be the greatest poll question ever, maybe. But 2/3 you said no, it's not right. You can't be talking
I'm already
to.
like jerking off in between bus stops, So I might as well just be getting my shit. Anyway. gonna eat that last enchilada now.
I wonder how he got his Creature Comforts job back. You think it was one of those hiring incentives? Not that I'm knocking those or making fun of them. I mean, it would kind of make sense because it's not like he doesn't have autism. And I mean, you're giving him a job, right?
Now I'm gonna be high at work. But you know what? You know what? We got some music, so I'll be rocking out. I might be high at work, but we're gonna rock out while we're high at work.
It is shocking. That's what I'm saying. It's probably a hiring incentive because he did scream at the manager. He was talking shit about the manager and everybody there. He would sexualize them. He would shit talk again. Then he would re-sexualize them. All just the stuff that DLF was doing.
And what was it what I was listening to? Who was I listening to the other day? I was listening to Dream Theater, Metropolis 2 Seeds of a Memory. Yeah. You know, when you're high at work, you know, you just gotta play it straight.
Mm-hmm.
If the fucking boss is like, "Oh, Mike, are you high?" I'm like, "Yeah, I ate some edibles today."
I don't think it's gonna go like that. I think if they ask you if you're high and you say yes, then you're gonna get fired again. This man plays it out like he's in a 1980s or 1990s sitcom slash movie. You know, flush with the jokes from what's that guy? Dice. Yeah, Dice, the Dice Man. What was it called? What was his name again? Something Clay, aka the Dice Man. That's literally what he believes when he's playing out these things in his head. Andrew Dice Clay, thank you. He literally thinks it's like the 80s and 90s where you go to work high, you know, you grow your weed because you're super cool. You have like a jean jacket imitating a leather jacket with all your patches on.
Yeah, some. You mean a whole fucking tray? I ate a whole fucking tray of enchiladas today that were just covered in marijuana butter. Okay, and I ate the whole fucking thing. I'm like, yo, I should be like the Scarface of weed. You know, I remember in Scarface where you had that big mountain of cocaine on the desk. I just have like a big mountain of like weed lasagna, and I just
He definitely thinks this is the 80s slash 90s.
like
I'm telling you.
put my face first into it. One of these days for movie night, we're gonna put up the I can't believe you're fucking doing this. I'm putting up as a choice one of these when it comes out. I'm putting up a choice to vote on this one. The fucking Naked Gun remake. Like, what the fuck? With Liam Neeson?
Oh, there is a Naked Gun action comedy 2025.
Oh my god. You know who Liam Neeson is, right?
Yeah.
That's fun. That's Schindler. That's Schindler's fucking List doing Naked Gun.
Well, Liam Neeson is now back in the spotlight as an action star ever since Taken. Then I also actually liked The Gray. The Gray was a really good movie that he was in. I really, really liked that movie. That was super cool. But yeah, Taken completely relaunched his career as an action star.
This is where, look, this is where this world is headed. Schindler's List is now doing Naked Gun. Anyway. Oh, maybe it'll be funny. I don't know. It looks kind of like it's like dark. Like it's like a dark comedy or some shit.
I had no idea it wasn't even gonna be brought back. Shit. I've been watching old school. I've been watching some old school movies.
Like I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be as good as what Leslie Nielsen.
Cody Rhodes is in that. Holy shit. Okay, I mean it does make sense that Cody Rhodes is in that. I mean, a lot of wrestling stars that have become headliners in wrestling will transition into movies because that's where you fucking make your money. Well, you're making money in wrestling, making millions upon millions, but shit, you make billions in the movies. Like look at The Rock. The Rock's a billionaire. Bautista is doing well. I just watched the Bautista movie with when he turns into like a werewolf and it's like this dystopian society. I forgot what it's called, but it was okay. But I mean, Cody Rhodes being in Naked Gun 2025 totally makes sense. Who else transitioned? Stone Cold Steve Austin transitioned into movies. A lot of guys did. Randy Couture. Do they have a trailer? Probably have a trailer. I will see. But then I also got to think about copyright, right, Fish? They're probably is gonna like block my stuff. I'm surprised that we haven't seen much of Roman Reigns in movies.
Leslie Nielsen, Liam Neeson. Yeah, that kind of sounds like a parody of the name as well. Liam Neeson, Leslie Nielsen. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. It might work. I'm not. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it'll be good.
They want you to share? Okay. I mean, I'm not actually really sure about that, Fish. You do make a good point. All right, let me see if I can do that.
All right, I get it right. I want to get my fucking.
All right, let me see if we can do that. Let's see if we can put up. Yeah, actually, it's not like I'm getting paid. I forgot about that. I'm not even getting paid for what we're doing. So let's take a look at Naked Gun 2025 trailer and see if this is okay. 2 weeks ago from Paramount Pictures. Okay, I think this one should be good. All right, let's go. We're gonna watch this because I forgot that I'm not getting paid on this on this channel. Oops, oopsie.
Thanks. Once you kill a man for revenge, there's no going back. A voice in your head sang over and over. That was awesome.
Who are you?
Drebin. Detective Frank Drebin. Thanks.
Police squad has always been the elite of the elite.
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr. Love you.
Hey, Dad. Boy, do I miss you.
And you, Frank, are the best of the best.
I need a bathroom. I need this room immediately.
There's a line, man.
Police business. Oh, I'm gonna ruin another suit.
Getting hyped to the sound of the police!
Over here, Lieutenant. I think someone murdered my brother.
Please, take a chair.
Thank you.
I'll find them. This is what I do. Says you served 20 years for man's laughter.
You mean manslaughter?
Must have been quite the joke.
They even got Busta Rhymes in this.
They're going to shut down Police Squad if you do not solve this case. Do this by the book.
Oh, yeah. Did you guys catch that the headquarters is going to be Spirit Halloween?
Squad, if you do not solve this case, do this by the book.
Show a little respect!
Why? Who's going to arrest me? Other cops?
Yes.
Is she serious?
Is he serious?
No.
It
seems Mr. Drebin might be more of a problem than we thought. I want you to keep an eye on him.
This oven is disgusting.
Rest assured, I won't stop until I've found justice.
What do you want, little one?
Your ass. Nobody messes with the police squad.
Jesus. No,
We've upgraded your car with the most advanced crime-fighting tech.
Drive forward 30 feet. Pretty smooth.
Oh!
This place is falling apart.
Yeah, actually, it does sound and look pretty good. I never really expected Liam Neeson in like a funny role, but it seems okay. What can I say? All right, we're gonna finish up this DLF stuff, and we'll see.
No, like I was saying, they have a fucking ice cream place down the street here. And I forget the name of it, but they have something in there called a hurricane. And what it is, it's basically like if you know, like a Dairy Queen blizzard.
Oh, come on, not another commercial. First one froze. Well, actually, at least the last one froze because it wasn't the first one.
But instead of it having like M&Ms or sprinkles or whatever the fuck you put on a blizzard, they put like half of them. So what they do is they take a whole cookie, cut it in half, mix it up with the thing, and then the other half they just put on top. It is so good. So instead of like a fucking
yeah. Canadians spell favorite with the U. Very much like Brits.
blizzard with M&Ms, it's like a blizzard with like cut up cookies and shit. Anyway, I gotta get ready.
Well, that was kind of unexpected. I guess I'm gonna schedule something for next week. Can I try and do this at least once a week, maybe twice a week? We'll see. But thanks for hanging out with me, people. So DLF has his job back. Creature Comforts. It's still kind of out of the way. The bus doesn't run really that much. He has a marijuana plant that he's growing super cool. One of his influences in comedy is still Andrew Dice Clay, aka the Dice Man. He thinks things that I guess would be cool in the 80s and 90s is cool now. Well, DLF is 2025. Okay, stop it. Showing up to work high actually endangers those sweetie cutie animals. And it's not the 80s. We won't give you high fives for showing up high out of your mind because you've been doing stuff with canna butter. It's not okay. And we'll be back with more BS, and hopefully DLF stops harassing ladies that have. I can't believe I'm even saying this. He better stop harassing ladies that have Down syndrome. Okay, dirty talking them. Ugh. Anyway, thanks Beaker. Thanks Be Free Fish, Luke. Who else did we have in here? We had some other people. That Cypher. Thanks for hanging out with me, Cypher. Really appreciate you. And Skywalker OG was in here. Really appreciate you as well. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. And see you later. Enjoy your weekend.